Let's bring in my colleague, our political editor, Andrew Clennell. Andrew, Happy New Year to you. Great to see you. The big issue dominating over recent weeks and set to dominate for the year is the voice and the challenge for the government there.
No doubt about it, Kieran. Good morning to you and viewers. Well, we are not even at Australia Day this year, perhaps a day where people will have time and cause to reflect on whether they should vote for an Indigenous voice to the Constitution. And the government has had a few stumbles as it works to get its referendum proposal up, one of the peak political moments of the year. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese stumbled a little over the detail in this interview with 2GB's Ben Fordham during the week.
Will members of the Voice be paid?
There's no suggestion of that, Ben.
Well, I don't know. We don't know, PM. That's why I'm asking.
You do know what is before the Parliament.
No, hang on a moment. I don't know whether members of the Voice are going to be paid, and you've just answered the question that I think you've answered it. It's no.
And I said that level of detail will all be subject of legislation.
No, I think you just said no, didn't you, a minute ago? Well, there's no suggestion of that.
There's been no suggestion of that.
Even Shadow Attorney-General Julian Leeser, traditionally an advocate for the Voice, is saying the way the government is explaining the proposal, he may well drop his support for it. But on the opposition side, the former minister in the Morrison government, Ken Wyatt, said Peter Dutton was a naysayer with his repeated calls for detail. Mr Wyatt said this when I interviewed him last week.
Those who are the naysayers say to me, well, I don't know what the structure is. I'm not sure that I can back it without the detail.
That is Peter Dutton, right? He's saying there's not enough detail. So when you just spoke then about naysayers, I'm not sure about the structure, I don't know about the detail. It sounds like you were talking about Peter Dutton.
Well, at the moment, from what I've seen of Peter's letter, you would have to say that he was a naysayer. But I know that in discussions I had with Peter about what the model should look like with a focus on local, my recollection is he had no issue with that.
Well, the Prime Minister's view is that the government has plenty of detail out there on the Voice and will have all of it from the working group on the proposal well before a referendum, most likely in October or December. And I'll speak to Peter Dutton on this shortly, Kieran.